Yeah, finishing on from number 15 video. I got cut short again. I don't know something I'm doing, whether I'm doing something wrong. I apologise if you can't zoom in or something, but right, let's get to Mr. Trickett about one thing or another. Response from Mr. Trickett. I've already informed you I'll get a local government. This isn't about me, just me. This is about everybody. And do you know what he said? You feel free to raise your concerns with police. You should be doing that. What catalogue of, you know, corruption and everything. Do you think this doesn't involve lots of other things? Let me just tell you this, my pedigree chum, right? When I show you some of these things, and this is just a little bit, there's a lot more to come. Should your constituents come to me and ask me about it, or police, or to MP, or to pay you? Let me just outline that this is for people at Carr Lane in South Kirby. You'll know where that is, down Carr Lane, South Kirby. It's end at Business Park. I mean, I worked on there a lot of years ago. I put every drain through that business park, for every drain. I won at Bosses on there, so, and I know everything about this place. And what happens basically, this here, you should have a trash screen on it, a little one. That trash screen had a lock on it basically, and what happened was, it was on my maintenance list here, but what used to happen basically, it used to get blocked, but things got behind the actual grill. I informed the council, I said, can I just cut a £2 lock? No. Nick said no, Nick Followed, no, just got, honestly, a £2 lock. So do you know what happened then? Basically, so middle at night, it got blocked that bad and started overtopping and water going down Carr Lane. So they had to have an emergency call out, cost thousands. And do you know what they did? I got an excavator to rip the grill out, it broke all the wall, you'll not see it right. So it's going to cost some more thousands. I don't know if they've actually done it because I wrote to them and I said, how you've left that unsafe, you know, for kiddies and that. They're not bothered about children though, we've shown that at Agbury. But that's how it was left. And let me just tell you what this was. I'd asked them numerous and numerous occasions, can I just cut the £2 lock off, lift up the grill, clear it out and you won't have any problems. And do you know what they did? When they did this, they didn't ring me to do it because they know I'd have said something about it. So I wrote to them, I said, the grill we said needed unblocking a few months ago. It seems highways have had to smash it off. The response I got was, emergency works were carried out by Highways Department, overseen by us. The grill had become lodged in the... How does a grill get lodged? A grill is a set piece of steel within the wing walls. The grill doesn't get lodged. What do you mean a grill's got lodged, you idiot? Culvert, causing the flow of water to cascade down Carr Lane. Subsequently, the grill was removed. You mean it was dragged out with a digger because you shit your sen at what was going on and made safe using it as fencing. Oh, that's safe. But the point is this, it didn't need to happen. March 16th 18. I don't know if you can see it. So yeah, that did not need to happen at all. It was just to get. This is all because that Nick Followed was decimating everything and trying to get rid of me that badly, even to the point of saying, no, don't let him cut that lock off. Don't bother about your properties, I'm telling you now. Do you want to challenge me on it? Anybody in council want to challenge? You wouldn't believe the volume of mail and emails back forward. You wouldn't believe it. And that's why there's so much more to pour. So who do you want to come to Mr. Trickett about this, your constituents? Shall I deal with it, or police, or do you think fingers out of arse, you know, bums off seats and let's get to it? This is why I said about all 4 MPs going forward together. This isn't politics, this is all public. And let me just put another one to you in your constituents to Mr. Trickett. Tesco at Emsworth, across the road, there's a little dyke, and in that dyke there's another trash screen, and what they call a grill. And that were on my maintenance list, and it were done all the time. And if you, basically, watercourse there, it's not long, but it goes under a culvert then, and it travels on all over. But basically, many years ago, this culvert was starting to break down badly, collapse. And I told council about it, who I worked on the land drainage division, right, yeah? Can you shore it up? I said, it needs doing properly, it needs new lintels and everything. Just make it good for now. This is a lot of years ago, right? Since that happened, it has all started to collapse again. Quite a long while ago. And let me just tell you this when I show you, when it does finally collapse and a culvert comes in, and land above it, whatever's above it, and people further upstream flood, and and when I say thousands, it will cost you taxpayers thousands and thousands. But do you know what they said? Well, we'll get round to it. It might not be our problem. If it were your problem years ago, and it were me, you can see it now, brickwork when we're putting years ago. If it were your problem then, why is it somebody else's now? And if it's another division at council, it still needs to be dealt with. And look, just take a look at this. That is across from Emsworth bus station. That has been reported. You can see the new brickwork with them pillars. Two of my lads did it years and years ago just as a temporary measure. It needed doing properly, really doing properly, which I'd offered to do and everything years ago. But do you know now, that Nick Fothergill, no. So I can tell you this up Emsworth, and this was sent in May 19, I sent that in, May 19 I sent that picture, because it's just so bad. I said, look, you need to deal with this. Can you imagine when that goes up that culvert, when that collapses, can you imagine how hard that'll be to deal with? And can you imagine further upstream what's going to happen when water can't get away down here? That's your council for you. And is that one for you, Mr. Tricky? Because like I said, this isn't a personal problem of mine. Ruining my life is one thing, or trying to ruin my life, and that you just deserve an ombudsman. But things like that deserve your attention. And not just that, everything else. About public being robbed, taxpayers' money. I'll tell you what with you MPs, if you either get a grasp of it or you don't, but I'll tell you what, you don't make no mistake, it'll get to you. I read to Mary Clear, when I said she was boss down there at Egby, what I meant was she was sitting MP for there. And I told her all about a lot of stuff about Egby, let me tell you that. And do you know where America, she went on that go away bus, didn't she? Because people have enough of them, they get with her, I've had enough. I can't see what you're doing for me. Fuck's sake! Do you know what's going on in your own fucking constituencies, you lot? No wonder I fucking swear. I'm going to document every day that goes by and I don't get an email from any one of you at least acknowledging that you're doing something or looking into something. It's going to be catastrophic for you. And Mr. Khan, rest assured, you want 2 investigations. One about public safety for children and other what people were put at risk with flooding. How's that? And let me tell you, that's only a few at sites I maintained. Only a few. Oh, you can read them, I don't. And let me just see if I can put this on again for everybody. This response, this has covered everything. This is to cover everything, all allegations, covered Agbury, covered everything. And wouldn't you think even an MP would look at that and say, no, I'm not having that, I want to know more than that now. Mr. Trickett gave me that and basically said, I'll get an ombudsman on it, yeah, it needs one, but it also needs you to do something about all other things that's gone on. It's always pass book, innit? Pass book. I'm in Parliament, pass book. This is where you deal with people who pay your wages, mate. Oh, and you others. That is the full and total response to a year-long, hundreds of thousands of pounds spent investigation cover-up. Well, there's a couple, most have been let off, but a couple's got a bit more serious. You'll never get to know what for. Do you know why it's like that? Because covering things up like that, McRae at top and Box and all investigation team covering it up, they're all involved. I implore all of you, start a Wakefield Corruption video and work your way through, because there's lots more to come. As I say, we're going to show you that at the end. But I thought I'll just show you now, then you understand what people are looking, well, supposed to be showing good governance, you know, for you. It's not, is it? Is it really? And isn't it funny how everybody, and there's thousands of, you know, emails, calls, Facebook, WhatsApp and all that. It's not just on YouTube, but everybody, you know, it's a grave concern to people, and it just never seems to be. I'll get off my arse pretty quick now for an MP, does it? The law, do you know what they'll tell you every time? I know this is going on with coronavirus, and don't get me wrong, this is catastrophic. More than what mine is, but I know that. But let me tell you this. They have got time to write a letter. They have got time, and they have. But they will always say this, I'm busy with this, I'm busy with that. There's always an excuse usually with MPs, but this is, it's inexcusable. Let me just, these bits of papers here, right, what I'm just going to show you, these are just a bit to do with Agbig and the bit with Tricket and flooding and that, you know. What there is, imagine this, 15 years worth of boxes. Yeah? Imagine that. So just bear that in mind, MPs, because as I said, leaflets were going out yesterday, and there's going to be thousands. Every constituent from north, south, east, west is going to know, and they're going to want to know if you've done out about it, or I don't know. You know, proper bad, innit? Innit bad? I'm sick of it. I'm up to here with it. It does make you bored. You imagine waking up, try running life, and you deal with this every day. You deal with paper. You can't grow it, and then you're poorly to start with. You know. And then, well, ask police to help you. Ask police to help me. Ask police to help me. You cheeky man. Who sent that from your office, Mr. Tricky? Because I tell you what, somebody wants to redeem the Senate in there, and that horse, they want to be going if that's kind of language you're going to be responding with. No, but I don't like it. I'm not kidding. Would you expect a sitting MP with knowing all this? And especially with flood things and that. And I'll tell you what, get ready, because there's a big one coming at Kingsley. There's a big one coming at Kingsley for your old boy. My old pedigree's young. Yeah, there is. Oh, God, hold on a minute. Oh, God. 37.2. You know, I don't know what it's doing out to me, you know, innit? But as I said, there's a lot more to come. I mean, as I say, another one I'm going to tell you about, Andy the Vole, you know, stealing posts and that. It's funny, that one, you know, stealing posts and that, right? And I said to that man in McRae, do you know how many people need the fences mending? Do you know basically what they said? No, to do is WDH. And yeah, do you know something? I'm going to say, well, I was wrong on that one then. Yeah, we're wrong on that one. But you know correlation, don't you, between McRae all spending all rubbish and that, and an engineer nicking pot. They're not. Oh, what? An engineer stole posts? An engineer stole posts? What engineer stole posts? Oh, sorry, but it don't matter about that. It's only a few posts what taxpayer paid for. Yeah, yeah. Old Andy the Vole. Hey up, Andy, there's a rat there, it's a vole. Stop job. Stop job, there's a vole. It's a rat and it's into a rat. I was down at Travellers Camp right doing something. It wasn't a big job, about 50 grand or so, it wasn't much. But it come to, and I love all wildlife, let me tell you that, you know. And I'm not going to say they were wrong in a way with it, but they were a pigeon's nest, and you could have worked around it and everything. It's stop job. Just stopped it, like, you know. I mean, some people say, well, the vermin pigeons. I mean, I'm one of them. A pigeon to me is a bird, and I'm going to be honest with you. That's how I am. So I'm not going to say, oh, it was right, sorry. But what I'm saying is, There was just a picture, and it were old, I think it were an old one, it looked like an old one. Stop job! And I tell you, worst, if there's anybody from EA watching this, when I were up Bretton, right, when I were up that Bretton, I had to section off a piece at Riverdurn, and it was full of brown trout, and it was a fascinating thing to do actually. You know, right, anybody who was there will tell you, and there were about 10 people working from there, and it was fascinating. And we had to catch up brown trout. I got it all down to a little pool and catch up brown trout with nets, you know, and then release them downstream. A fascinating thing, lovely thing. Lovely thing to do, honestly. But there were also a load of them signal crayfish, you know, them that eat, you know, them that like, if you stand in water, half your foot's gone or something like that, you know, biting at you. And this, I think they're supposed to be dealt with humanely. You won't believe it, Ray. Do you know what they were doing? They were saying, put them in that bucket. And you know what, I'm not going to mention Lad's name because he made a statement about it, but he was just releasing them like trout, just throwing them back in. I says, aren't you supposed to deal with them humanely? Well, nobody's about, you know. And this is supposed to be bloke who deals with the ecology side of things for council, yeah, Andy the Vole. Yeah, Andy the post pilferer. Throw crayfish down, go on, mate. And cause some more damage further on. I hope there's somebody from AA watching. I'll make a full statement about that. And I'll give you, I can even give you the kids' net. They were putting them in a gorilla tub, right? Crayfish. And they were having this kid say, you know, send them down. Get some more havoc caused further on. Yeah. And that's man who goes round saying, vole there, vole there, vole there. So anybody, if you've had any, you know, any issue, vole issues and that, you might need to revisit that. You know, have you got any canes? What for? There's a vole. I think it's a badger, said Andy. It is, it's a vole. So stop saying it's a badger, it's a vole, it's a vole, it's a vole. Honestly, draw your out bend. After I put a bit of joke in it, don't I? But even that alone, that's not a lie. Do you know if you work for a proper ecology firm or something like that, and you like, well, throw it crayfish downstream, and you were like, claiming rats and badgers were voles, would you get a job? What goes on in that Wakefield Council, basically, you know, summer stuff that goes on. But I always said this, of course there's some good people, you know, I work with some good people, you know, of course I have. But, you know, when top echelon, McRae and Box, are getting people round to cover it up, and I said, come on Marshall, send me something, come on, call me a liar Marshall, Gillian, Miss Marshall, solicitor for Wakefield Council, send me some letters, go on. Call me a liar, go on, call me a liar. Yeah, you know, you call me a liar, lady. I hope you do. You'd have thought by now, wouldn't you, though? Wouldn't you? I mean, you'd have thought I'd have had a solicitor's letter, wouldn't you, saying, we want you in court for defamation of character. I haven't done defamating you yet. It's defamation of character, ladies, when I tell a lie, or, you know, I have not a lie. Let me tell everybody out there, I ain't telling no lies. What I'm telling you is true. Shocking to all us normal people. It don't seem so weird as MPs though, does it? No. And it certainly don't with Wakefield Council. Them, you know, all these on this investigation. Phew, what a set. Anyway, there's, as I said, I've a lot more to tell you. If I have a little break and that, it's not that I'm not coming back on, you know. It's like did I show you that paper then? You know, it's sleeping bag. I've been on it, I'm here, I'm not sleep on it all the time. You know, I'm walking around the house, I talked to him, he said, do you know these do you know that McRae and that, and Peter Box and all them council investigation, they have me down as an idiot. I'm sure they got me down as an idiot, and probably MPs have, you know. Yeah. But you weren't ready for that, were you? As Anton Deckard said. And you won't be ready for the rest, as Anton Deckard said. An idiot. I tell you what, you're gravely mistaken if you think I'm any kind of an idiot. You're absolutely gravely mistaken. I asked him to. Tried to be right, tried to do everything right with you, you know, but no. Anyway, come what may with you, what? Come what may. Come what may. I'm going to get off, because I'll be honest with you on that. same again. I've had about 9 billion cocodamol today. I'm a trip to leave. You know, I'm walking around with that like that all the time. They're good then, you know. I forgot where it comes from. They're good though, I'm not kidding. Do you know something? That's what I've got. They should get every single person in the country, you know. I bet they could make, I think they're about 10 or 15 quid. I bet you if they made them in bulk rate, I bet they could, you knock them up for about 10 bob or something. But wouldn't it be a good idea for every single person in country to have one of them? You know, you just press it like that. Yeah, you get a smiley face if your temperature's down, one if it's up. I know it's not a testing kit for coronavirus, but I'll tell you what do you know when you press it, there is a degree of comfort, you know. When you look at your temp, you think, oh well, you know, that's worse when it says 70. If it gets to 37.8 and that, I've been on 37.7, me, most, you know, since, I'm not kidding, since all this. I'm not kidding. The stress, you wouldn't believe. I've got a little bump on the back of my head, and doctor says, stress, it'll get, you know, get worse at times. I thought, fucking hell, I'm walking around with a soccer ball on the back of my head in that. How much stress? Oh, God. Oh, I've gone. Oh, can't get on with that sciatica as well. Oh, let me get off, please. Oh. Anyway, people, as I always say, stay safe, but you must understand, and MPs must understand, you have to launch some inquiries. People deserve better, they do. They pay the tax and they work hard, you know, and fortunately some people can't work and that, you know, there's single mums and that, but they're looking after the kids, you know what I mean? It's a job in itself, you know, bringing kids up, you know. I think sometimes it's an easier option to go out to work, you know, than bringing kids up. It's not an easy thing, you know, but is it, bringing kids up? Well, Mum, I'm not saying dads don't bring them up, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying parents don't work together, but you know, it's a difficult job, and God only knows now. I mean, mine are grown up, but I mean, all you people out there with little ones and that, it's unimaginable what you must be going through. It's unimaginable, you know, unless you're in the house with you. Everybody's got their own problems, haven't they? You know, difficulties, problems, and you know, and I'll bet, you know, phone lines and, you know, you can't get through here, you can't this, there's been this to sort, that to sort, you know, you've got kids running around and, you know, you're doing your best you can to get through, and as I said in my first video, wait till it's over, and I mean, you'll see what I've said all the way through, wait till it's God, nobody knows, do we? We don't know. What they call it, I've just been having a look, thinking what meals I can make. You know, I'm going to tell you this. Anyway, I'll tell you there's all sorts to tell you. I'm far from done, put it that way, far from done. But as I said to you MPs, all these sites what I dealt with, they're only a few. But get ready, Mr. Trickett. I actually need. I need to go back out and visit some. You know, I want to just, you know, but there's a big one at Kingsley for you, Mr. Trickett. Quite a big one coming. So I'd be a bit dubious whether to tell me to get police about it, you know, in future. I mean, can you believe that, all you people out there? You're sitting MP and that, you know. It's all right to say I've got you getting you an ombudsman, but as I said, that's how they've got rid of me, you know, and underhand things. I've told them a lot more about what they've done to public, you know, to people. They always want to pass book, don't they? Don't they? Pass book. We can't pass book, you know. Can you imagine me going out police